Hello and welcome to the Peacekeeper Project. My name is Ben. Now today I want to share with you 3 mindfulness practices that are going to help you be more present in the moment. But why is being present so important? Well, because happiness is now. We can only experience happiness in the present moment. So we don't feel it in the past and we don't feel it in the future. Now we might have been happy in the past and we might think of things in the future that we'll do and we'll enjoy, and thinking of these things might make us feel happy. But when we feel happy, it's now. We experience happiness now, in the present moment. Now, the other reason why being present is so important is because being present in the moment brings a greater level of happiness than just positive thinking. A study done at Harvard University a while ago demonstrated what ancient wisdom has told us for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, that a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. So it demonstrated that people who were more present in the moment were happier than those who were thinking about things other than what they were doing in the moment, even if that thing they were thinking about was positive. Now, although positive mind wandering did give higher levels of happiness than negative mind wandering, it still remained that people who were just more present in the moment were happier. So what does this mean? So it means that if you're doing something as simple as, say, brushing your teeth, you're doing it mindfully and you're very present with it, then you're happier than someone else who is brushing their teeth but thinking about something else, even if the thing they're thinking about is positive or pleasant. Maybe it's your next holiday. If you're more present, you're happier. So a present mind is a happy mind. So being present brings happiness. Now I should clarify that, because being present doesn't create happiness. Being present allows happiness to flow through us. Because when we get out of the way, when we quiet that usual and familiar noise in our mind, those thoughts, stories and dramas, then happiness naturally emerges. It's a natural part of who we are. It's a natural expression of our heart. It's happiness for no reason. Now that may sound like a foreign concept for you, because yes, we can be happy because of something, but we can also be happy just because it's a natural part of who we are. Like the sun shines warmth, when we're more in contact with our heart, when we quiet down our mind, happiness is a natural radiation of our heart. Something inside. All right, so now back to mindfulness. So the beauty of mindfulness is that mindfulness doesn't necessarily take more time to do. We're just being mindful of the things we're doing anyway. Yes, we can take extra time or set aside time to do specific mindfulness practices, and sometimes it requires that, but often we can just be mindful of things we're doing anyway. So if you're someone who says, I don't have time to do these practices, then you have no excuse. But if you do practices like meditation and other mindfulness practices, then these mindfulness daily activities help to support that. And of course, meditation and mindfulness practices that you sit down to do also support your daily activities. And also remember, it compounds. So little pieces throughout the day compound throughout the day. So by the end of the day, when you've done several, you look back and you realize you've actually done a significant amount. And even more than that, you feel it. The more mindful you are throughout the day, the more vitality you feel you still have left at the end of the day. You're not draining your energy, because what drains our energy is often our mind being distracted and stressed and anxious. But when we're present, it brings more peace and happiness. It retains our vitality, and you can feel that at the end of the day. And challenge yourself. Notice it. Engage these practices I'm about to share with you, and see how you feel at the end of the day. All right, so let's start with the first practice. Brushing your teeth. So brushing our teeth is something most people do every day, and usually twice a day. So there's 2 opportunities. So when you're brushing your teeth, you're going to engage your senses to bring your awareness into the moment. So for example, feeling the texture of the toothbrush, feeling it in your hand, feeling the texture of the toothpaste in your mouth as you're brushing your teeth, as it froths up in your mouth. Notice that feeling. Bring your awareness into the sensations. The sensation of the toothbrush, the bristles brushing over your teeth. Even the smell of the toothpaste. Engage your senses into the act of brushing your teeth. And notice that the more present you are in the moment, the more you bring your awareness into the moment, the more something in you softens, something lets go. Your mind becomes a little more quiet. So just notice that as you go and feel this sense of, maybe a general sense of well-being, just maybe subtle, arising in you, maybe a sense of happiness without reason. Just notice it. Just play with it. All right, so the second activity is getting dressed. And by getting dressed, I mean anytime you're getting dressed or undressed, anytime you're changing clothes. So this should give you a few opportunities throughout your day. So for this one, first, don't rush. Take your time. Be mindful. So really engage your senses again into the activity, feeling the texture of your clothes. Feel the sensation in your hands as you pick them out. Feel it as you slip your arm through the sleeve. Feel the sensation of the clothes on your body. Even the smells, maybe the smell of the fabric or the laundry detergent. Feel it. Smell it. Engage your senses. And again, notice that the more you bring your awareness into the moment, the more something in you quiets. Something changes. All right, so the third activity is a mindful tea. Now I say a mindful tea, but maybe tea is not your thing. Maybe you don't drink tea every day. Maybe you drink coffee. Maybe it's just water. But whatever your beverage, you can engage the same process. So I'm just going to give an example of using tea, but apply it to whatever you choose to drink. So as you pick up the glass or the mug that you have your tea in, observe, what color is it? Smell it. Look at the steam. Observe the steam coming up off the tea. That's something I really love to observe. The feeling that I get from watching the steam really awakens something inside me. So see how that goes for you. Watch the steam. Feel the steam. And then as you pick up the mug, feel the texture. Is it rough? Is it smooth? Feel the temperature. Feel the warmth of it. And then when you go to take a sip, take an inhale first. Smell the tea. Feel the fragrance of it. So there's this smelling and feeling of the fragrance as you inhale. And then take a sip. Feel the taste. Feel the temperature in your mouth. And then when you swallow the beverage, feel it descend down through your throat into your stomach. Feel the warmth enter into your stomach. And then feel it change in your body. Like as you become more present to what you're doing, to your tea, to your beverage, whatever it is. Again, feeling that sense of coming into yourself, present. And this well-being or this sense of happiness with no reason. So there's 3 practices that you can engage throughout your day. And that should give you many opportunities. But whatever you do, one thing that I would recommend is be curious and be like a child, experiencing it for the first time. Some of the most curious people are children. So you can take on this childlike attitude where you're exploring something or discovering something for the first time. See if you can experience or appreciate these activities like you've never experienced or appreciated them before. And notice how you feel before you start and then after the activity. Notice what changes. And can you feel the process of becoming more present, becoming more quiet? Can you feel that subtle or maybe not so subtle sense of well-being or happiness emerging inside you? But most of all, play with it and have fun. And let me know in the comments below, which activity did you enjoy the most? And let me know what other activities that you engage mindfulness into. What do you really enjoy doing? All right, so I'm going to leave this here. So thank you for being here and I really appreciate your presence. And until the next time, quiet your mind, and live from your heart.